Hello and welcome back to the FPL Tom YouTube channel. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at my final Game Week 38 team selection. We're also going to run through my points in double Game Week 37 and take a look at some potential transfer targets that I do have lined up for this final game week. If you do enjoy the content that you see on the channel, please be sure to like, comment and subscribe, as I do answer every single question down in the comment section below, and we're trying to hit 1,500 subs here on the channel. But that's enough waffle from me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's dive in to my Game Week 38 team selection. And starting off today's video, we are going to take a look at my double Game Week 37 points, have a quick run through of the team so far. Obviously at the time of recording, one game still left to play, so let's just get into it, dive into the team. Stealing goal, 5 points. It would have been nice if he could have kept a clean sheet against Southampton. In the end, 5 points, we'll take what we can get. It's not the worst, it's not the best. At least I didn't have Edison. You know, you just got to count your kind of blessings sometimes. Moving into the back line, we do have Trippier with 9 points. Absolutely delicious. Newcastle keeping a clean sheet for the first time in 10 games, I think it is now. 3 bonus points for him as well. Unfortunately, I did bench Botman, but he potentially still could come into my side if Marcus Rashford doesn't play against Chelsea on Thursday night. Moving on to our next defender, and it is Luke Shaw. Very, very happy with this man. Absolutely incredible. Another amazing performance from him at left back, picking up 3 bonus points as well. Another game to go as well. Chelsea at home. You do kind of favour Manchester United to potentially keep a clean sheet in that one. Our final defender, Trent Alexander-Arnold, only the point. A little bit disappointing that he did only get a point and a booking as well. Bit disappointing, but we do move. Moving into the midfield, we do start with Mac 10. Didn't play both games, which is, you know, well, he did play both games, but came off the bench against Manchester City, so only 1 point in that game. Did get an assist in the first game against Southampton, so 6 points. Again, not amazing, but, you know, we'll take the points. You know, it's all kind of just slowly gaining us little rank boosts as we go. Bruno Fernandes was my captain for this game week. Still another game to go, so could impress me. If he does keep a clean sheet and does nothing else in the game and plays the full past the 60 minutes, he will match Haaland, so I've not really lost out in terms of that. So hopefully he can do something amazing in that game. If he does, then we're definitely going to get ourselves back into the top 100k and potentially set ourselves up for a super strong finish for Game Week 38. Jack Grealish didn't play either game, so I think it is going to be Isak coming in for us in this game week. So 0 points from him. Probably a little bit pissed. That's why he missed the Brighton game today. Matoma, 7 points, very similar to McAllister. It could have been so much more for Matoma. Hit the post, missed a glorious opportunity as well against Southampton, so it could have been a mega haul for him. But his EO was around 88-89%. Not as high as it has been over the past few weeks, but it would have been nice to get some more points on the board from him. Marcus Rashford, I'm kind of hoping doesn't play the Chelsea game. Like I said, we will have Botman coming in with 8 points if he does. So, you know, Rashford would have to do something in the game, otherwise I just don't want him to play and we take the Botman points. But it does look like he is back in training, so I don't think I'm going to be lucky on that one. Moving on to our forward line, Haaland, like I said, didn't go for captain. Very fortunate to get away with the goal disallowed. It was disallowed fairly, you know, he did pull on his shirt, but another day that goes completely the other way and he scores and absolutely decimates my rank and makes the Bruno Fernandes captaincy look a little bit silly, but thankfully it hasn't gone that way. And then Julian Alvarez didn't start the second game against Brighton, only got a point in that one, but did score in the first game. So we'll take what we can get out of this double game week. It's not been the best, has it? But, you know, we have picked up some steady points, a slow rank increase of about 7,000 so far. Hopefully with Shaw, Bruno and potentially Rashford or Botman, we potentially can break into the top 100k, giving us a very good position for Game Week 38. But that was how my team did in Game Week 37. Let's move on to some transfer targets for Game Week 38. Moving swiftly on to our transfer target section of today's videos. As you can see on screen, we do have players that we are looking to sell. We do have players that we are looking to buy. On the sell list this week, we do have Erling Haaland and we have Bruno Fernandes. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tom, you have absolutely lost the plot. Hear me out, ladies and gentlemen. I can explain. So, in the buys, we do have Harry Kane, Mo Salah, and Abichi Eze, however you want to pronounce it. So, the plan is Without any kind of minuses, we do have only one free transfer at the moment. We're going to go Fernandes to Salah. I just want Salah for game week 38. He's honestly, I was looking at some of the data that he's been putting up, the performances as well that have been going with that, passing the old eye test as well. Southampton at home, dreadful, dreadful team. He is going to be my captain for game week 38 as well, to kind of solidify the rank that we are at, because a lot of people do have him. It's a really good fixture, and I think I was looking, he's only about 35-ish points off Haaland this season, and you know, supposedly had like a bad year, but you know, points-wise, he's still been ticking along very, very nicely. Obviously, there is a route to keep Bruno Fernandes and get Salah in at the same time, but it would mean downgrading Isaac to Greenwood, taking a -4 and kind of just taking a -4 just to keep both players. Maybe it's something I might do. I might see how Bruno gets on in the second game of game week 37, but it's not something that I'm entirely kind of convinced by. I do think I'm potentially getting more upside out of going for the -4 with Kane and Haaland switch option. Obviously, this part of the video has been filmed on the Tuesday. The first part was filmed on the Wednesday after the City game, so it's all dependent on how many minutes Erling Haaland does play in that game. If he does play kind of a full 90, then I think there potentially could be some rotation on Sunday. Even if he doesn't play a full 90 in that game as well, I definitely can see him getting whipped off early. Brentford as well are a very good defensive team. We've seen that from them all season. They actually have something to play for as well, so they'll be well up for the game. Manchester City, probably a little bit, their focus is going to be elsewhere, towards the FA Cup, towards the Champions League final as well. So you can imagine there's going to be lots of rotation like there was this weekend within their team, and I don't think Haaland is going to play all the game. Whereas Kane, obviously Spurs still have to confirm Europa League or Europa Conference League, I think it is, they can actually get. Yeah, quite bad that one. And Leeds obviously fighting for the life down at the bottom. So obviously if Spurs go 1 or 2-0 up and Leeds need a result, they're going to chuck men forward. There are going to be gaps for Harry Kane, and he has been so consistent this season. Very, very much a player that you've kind of had to have in your team. I think a lot of people have kind of forgot about him. Very much, again, a potential differential captaincy shout for him as well. But the definite plan is we are going to go for Bruno Fernandes to Salah. It's then whether or not I do want to take a -4 for Haaland for Kane, or if I want to keep Haaland, a Beach to kind of a Matoma, a McAllister, a Grealish. Those are the kind of players that I could potentially put Eze in for. He has been incredible, ladies and gentlemen, since Roy Hodgson has come in from around game week 29. 6 goals, 2 assists. He has honestly been absolutely slapping it. Spoke about him in my game week 38 free hit draft as well. A player that, if you do have the free hit draft or are looking for like a 1 week punt, then I'd honestly say just go for Abichi, Eze, however you want to pronounce it. I would say go for this man, because honestly, Forest at home, delicious little fixture. Yes, both teams don't have anything to play for, but this man has been absolutely killing it. Could be a farewell to Roy as well, so they might want to go out and win the game for him. Who knows? Those were my transfer targets ahead of game week 38. Let me know what you think of them down in the comment section below, and let me know what your transfer plans are for game week 38. But that's enough waffle. Let's move on to our team selection for the final game week of the season. And the moment you have all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, my final game week 38 team selection. Let's start off in goal. Steele. I don't really have another playing goalkeeper. I'm not going to potentially transfer him out when he's going to play. Yes, Villa away isn't the nicest fixture. You know, they're battling for Europa Conference League with Spurs, so it's not going to be an easy fixture for them. But, you know, it's Brighton. Anything could happen with them. Their results are so kind of sporadic and just random. He could keep a clean sheet, he might not. Who knows what's going to happen in that game. Running through our back line, Trippier, Chelsea away. Don't really know how that one's going to go, but Trippier's just been a solid pick all season, hasn't he? 3 bonus points this week and a clean sheet against Leicester, so very happy to continue to have him for the final game week. Luke Shaw, Fulham at home. He's been brilliant since he's moved back to left back. I think he's picked up 5 bonus points over 2 games, obviously being filmed before the second United game as well, so he might have had an absolute stinker. Who knows? Or he might be absolutely killing it. Fulham at home, like I said, really nice fixture. You expect Manchester United to keep a clean sheet in that one. Final defender is Trent Alexander-Arnold. That new position, that converted position that he's playing in, we kind of drifts into midfield. It's working an absolute treat for him as well. The assists are picking up. Goals as well starting to come into it. Like I said with Salah as well, Southampton away is an absolutely delicious fixture. You do expect Liverpool, to potentially keep a clean sheet. As well, there is the possibility of them getting top 4 football if the United fixture doesn't go their way. So they're going to be all guns blazing for that one as well. Moving into our midfield, we do start with McAllister. Again, another player that I don't really want to take any more minuses for. I'm very happy to have him. Potentially could be his last game for Brighton as well. So he could play the full 90. Hopefully he does. It could be a very interesting game, that one against Aston Villa. Salah is going to be our captain for this game week as well. Like I said in the last section, Southampton at home, if Liverpool do have top 4 football to play with and the form that this man is in at the moment, picking up points constantly at the back end of this season, I think he's going to be a real asset for next year. But I'm happy to have him back in my team over Bruno Fernandes. I just think he does have that little bit more explosivity and point scoring ability as well. One player that I'm not happy to have in the team is Jack Grealish. Brentford away, I'm not 100% sure if he will play, so it's potentially going to be one of the boys off the bench. I think I'm going to have Isak as first sub, maybe Botman. I don't really know what Chelsea's going to kind of happen in that game, so God knows. So I don't think Grealish is potentially going to play in this game. Could see a little bit of rotation from him. Who knows? He might play, he might start, he might get like 60 minutes, which could be enough and get us a couple points. Matoma is our next midfielder. This man is honestly just unlucky. Like, if he could finish, he'd be playing for a top 6 club. He is honestly unreal, some of the situations he gets himself into. I honestly still feel like he has got a hole in him at some point. It might have already happened, and you know, this is going to make me look a bit of a knob. It might have already happened as this bit's being filmed on the Tuesday before the Manchester City game. Who knows? He could have already got that hole against City, but maybe Aston Villa could be the game as well. Happy to have him in the team. He's going to play the games as well. And our final midfielder is Marcus Rashford. Fulham at home. It looks like he's back in training. This is being filmed on the Tuesday. If he's not, then that makes my life a little bit more difficult, kind of what decisions I do go for. But Fulham at home, you imagine Manchester United want to just finish the season strong, go into that FA Cup game with a little bit of conviction, a little bit of, you know, they've battered Fulham. They want to go into that game full of confidence to deny Manchester City the treble as well. Finishing up with our 2 forwards, like we spoke about in the last section, Harry Kane is the player that we're going to be bringing in for Erling Haaland, 4 and -4. I think that Leeds fixture could have goals galore, ladies and gentlemen. Spurs aren't good at the back, Leeds aren't good at the back. Harry Kane has been super consistent over the course of the season as well, so I definitely think he's a potential captaincy shout if you do have him as well. Finishing up, our final player in the team. Sorry, could not get my words out there. In the team is Julian Alvarez. Brentford away. I do think he'll potentially start this game, or maybe he's already started the Brentford game and then maybe sees reduced minutes in this one. I don't really know what's going to happen, but I'm kind of, again, if he doesn't play, we've got Isak, we've got Botman. We have players that potentially could cover. You know, they're not the best options, but they're also not the worst. And he did take his goal very, very nicely at the weekend. I feel we've kind of quickly ran through the bench already. Raya, Henry, Isak and Botman. Nothing too special. It's kind of the dead wood that's just floating around my team a little bit. It's not the strongest team to go into game week 38, but I think it is going to do very well to hold our ranks, and hopefully the Harry Kane for a -4 can work an absolute treat. If you did enjoy today's video, ladies and gentlemen, please be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Like I said, I answer every single question down in the comment section below, and we're trying to hit 1,500 subs on the channel. But yeah, that's enough from me, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck this game week, and thank you very much for watching.